Hi all, I wish you a very happy new year from the Learnstroke family. 2022 is on the go. We just left behind 2021 and we know a lot of things happened in 2021, interesting, unforgettable memories that has happened in 2021. So in this video, I thought I'll try to narrate a few unforgettable, interesting and exciting stories that happened in 2021. You must have seen a lot of people who deliver your food. The food delivery people or the food delivery boy, the food delivery man, your favorite pizza person who delivers your orders within less than 30 minutes. And now 2021 was also a year where 10 minutes delivery is also going to be very popular. So there are people who deliver food. And I'm talking about a man called Syed Sadat, who was actually spotted in the city of Germany, the Leipzig city of Germany. And he was delivering food. And a lot of people had a spotlight on this person, and later they found out that this was a man. This was not a delivery man. He was the former communication minister of Afghanistan. Just imagine a minister of a country delivering food in the streets for people. I don't know. I don't think that's a common sight that people normally see, but believe it or not, you can see Syed Sadat, who was the communication minister of Afghanistan, delivering the food. And I think when they took the interview, he said that his family did not like this idea because he had a very glorious past. So sometimes life can also be very hard like this when your country is really reeling under problems. So hats off, Mr. Syed Sadat, for your true determination to live on in this life. Next is a story about a very interesting person. I should say that this is a Harry Potter moment. You know why? The world saw a Harry Potter moment because in New Zealand, there was a person called as Ian Brackenbury Channel. Why Ian Brackenbury Channel? Because recently, the New Zealand's council terminated this person from official payroll, ending the legacy of 23 years he was in service. I don't think there is any country in the world which has got a portfolio like this. It amazes me, but still, you know who was this person, Ian Brackenbury Channel? He was the official wizard. Just like in Harry Potter, he was the official wizard appointed by the government. So recently, the government terminated him. And I don't know whether the government of any other country has really appointed a wizard in the official capacity. I don't know. But still, it was very interesting to note in 2021. This is again very interesting because, you know, Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, and England was again in news for so many reasons in 2021. But this was something which I really found interesting because, you know, 2021 was very difficult for everybody living on this planet Earth. So just like London had a lot of regards and doubts coming from the common people that they should open the cinema halls, they should open the hotels so that people can move out. So these were the long-standing demands which the people of England really put out. But one of the most important demand was not opening hotels or not opening theaters or not opening public gathering, but one thing, which Boris Johnson definitely cleared it. And he also said, you must exercise this with great caution, and that is purely your choice. And I must say that the whole Brits, the people of England, really wanted to hug each other. So apart from opening the cinema theaters, hotels and gatherings, they wanted to have, in 2021, they wanted a big relaxation so that they can really hug the people. So 2021, you really know that hugging was limited. So I think that was a really interesting thing so that all of them could really hug each other. Wow, what an expression of warmth and love. I must say Brazil has become a great inspiration to modern day politics, modern day democracy by becoming and for doing something very interesting. And I must say that Simão Peixoto and Erenilda Silva, two people, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, they became the real inspiration to the whole world of modern politics. You know how, and you know, politics has long pending rivalries. People don't like each other. And you can see how people behave in parliaments across the world. You see members of the parliament beating each other, throwing the chairs. This is something very common even in India. So the long pending rivalry between the two people, you know how they solved it? They took a decision that both of them were locked inside a cage, just like you do the wrestling or boxing matches, both of them were locked inside the cage and allowed to fight it out. So both of them actually vented out their age-old rivalry between them, and one of them was definitely the winners. And I think that's a great move, because ultimately legislatures and parliaments are not the places to fight. So I think Brazil definitely is going to be a big inspiration to all world leaders of different countries, and especially politicians in India also. I think they should also learn from this wonderful gesture of Brazil people. This is a very inspirational tale. I am really inspired by the way they have done it, and I'm talking about the country called Malawi, which is actually in the southeastern part of Africa, and their contribution to education. Wow, I must say that how much inspired they were, and they are the first country in the world to create a new thing to help people aid in new techniques of teaching. You know what they did? They created the world's first 3D printed classrooms. Wow, that deserves a special appreciation, especially for education. We know that education, schools across the world are facing so many difficulties, and that is a time when this country in the southeastern part of Africa has inspired us with the world's first 3D printed classrooms. Wow, hats off. And we just passed through the Christmas time, and I must say I never knew this fact, and that is when I realized the concept of Swedish Yule goat. It's very popular in the Scandinavian history, and it's even more popular than the Santa Claus in the Swedish countries. And one thing is that it is known for the big straw statue. It's as popular in the Swedish culture, and one thing that they say is people keep a bet that the statue will not cross the Christmas. Before the Christmas, somebody will burn it. That's always been the custom. So this is not something that lasts until Christmas. This giant straw statue of the Swedish Yule goat is always burnt, because before the Christmas somebody makes sure that this is burnt. So this is a part of that culture, and this also entered the Guinness Book of World Records, not for the fires, but definitely for the size of the statue. I think that has interested me. Bitcoin was the hottest thing that people discussed in 2021. And you know, even in India, there are a lot of talks going on about the Bitcoins and the legality of whether Bitcoin is legal or not. But still, on top of this, there was a country in the world, El Salvador, which has made Bitcoin the official currency and the official legal tender in this country. So from now onwards, if you travel to El Salvador, Bitcoin is the official currency of that country. I think a lot of people will definitely go there, and not even that. On top of that, they are going to construct a huge city called as the Bitcoin City, using the 1 billion Bitcoin fund. I think it's a crazy opportunity for all of you to go there. You have the Bitcoin City there. Next one goes to United States of America, and I must say the Joe Biden, the president, has used his clemency power for the first time, I really guess, when he pardoned peanut butter and jelly. Now you'll be looking forward, what is peanut butter and jelly? You know that normally clemency and pardoning is actually given to world famous criminals, murderers, at some times when they are pardoned of their crimes. But as a part of the Thanksgiving Day in the United States of America, it is a very popular custom or a norm which was revised by George H.W. Bush back at White House, and now it's been continuing, and Joe Biden used his clemency power to pardon two birds, peanut butter and jelly, because you know rest of them are actually coming to your dining tables, and both of them were pardoned off. I think that was a really good gesture by the President of the United States of America. This time it's coming all the way from Nepal, and I'm giving you the wonderful festival. It's called as the Kukur Tihar festival, and as the word itself says, Kukur, it's a festival of dogs, where they see dogs with a lot of reverence and respect, because according to the tradition, dog is the ride of Bhagwan Bhairav and even the god of death Yama. He's supposed to have two guarding dogs called as Shama and Sharvara. So Nepal is one country which has showed a lot of respect and reverence to dogs. So I think Kukur Tihar festival was a great thing to watch, where gods were treated with respect. This time let's take your attention to Moscow, the beautiful city of Russia, and apart from the hard winters, there was also something very beautiful to see in Moscow. And that was a beautiful exhibition where more than 500 plus vendors participated and displayed their collections. Children's really loved this whole thing, and they called it as the Kingdom of Kindness. This was nothing but an international exhibition of the world's largest teddy bear collection. Wow, it was really an awesome thing to really watch. The International Festival of Teddy Bears. And last but not the least, I thought I should tell something about this which is very inspiring. But 2021 was not the year. 1992 was the year when the author Neil Stephenson created this in the fiction Snow Crash, and that was called as the word metaverse. And 2021 was the year when Facebook changed its name to Meta, and the founder Mark Zuckerberg really showed his commitment to develop the concept of metaverse, which was actually created as a network of 3D virtual world. So if you have not seen metaverse depiction, try seeing how metaverse can really function. So 2021 was definitely a year very important for that, and in the future, maybe in 2022 or in the near future, we can really see greater things about metaverse. So I think all the events that we have discussed in some sense gave me an astonishment and amusement, were exciting things that happened. So with this, I'm just wrapping it off, and I really wish all of you a great year ahead in 2022. So let's catch up later.